Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome indeed, yes, to a St. Patrick's Day edition of my show. Yes, the Mark Moses Show, as we're always broadcasting from the Anidjar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Take back control of your life. Yes, call them today. It's Anidjar and Levine Accident Attorneys. As you can see, I'm joined here by Zlotorzynski with Brevard Sports Network. We both have green on today. Top of the morning to you, buddy. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm not wearing green because I'm celebrating St. Patrick's Day. When is Polish Day? Like, when do we get Polish Day, right? Like, when is the day that we can celebrate Polish people, right? I mean, okay, look, I'm happy for all Irishmen and women in the world that get their own day. Okay, I mean, today somebody
you want your day.
Today, somebody's going to tell you they are 166th Irish and they got an uncle somewhere that's, I don't care. Just give me, when can I celebrate my Polish people day, right?
When's Zlotorzynski Day? Is that
Right.
what you're saying?
But yes, I'm wearing green. Yes, I am. But I got my Alex Sosa University of Miami Hurricane jersey on today. Got his name on the back of it. And Alex is off to a wonderful start. The former Vieira standout is off to a wonderful start with Miami this year. 7 home runs already for the Canes.
How did you get the jersey then?
Alex. This is Alex's jersey. Yeah.
Dude, that is really cool that you have that.
Yeah.
I just have a Space Coast Pet Fest shirt on. That's green with the 4-leaf clover on it. I'm not
that's not even like St. Patrick's Day green. That's like McDonald's Oreo McFly green. That's it's like the color of the Oreo shake for St. Patrick's Day at McDonald's green.
Hey, I like this shirt. All right, you jerk. All right, so here's what happened. Then we got to get to this Dolphins trade. So last minute, we've been helping out here in Melbourne with Meg O'Malley's, their big St. Patrick's Day celebration, which has been going on for about 3 straight days now.
Sure.
We went, hey, we want you downtown with your top 40, 1071 A1A. So MJ and I, we go down there. Remember, yesterday was about 84 degrees outside. Today is 50 degrees. There was a big drop-off. The wind, buddy. The wind was not fun, but we were there.
I got to do a baseball game tonight.
Oh, what game do you got tonight then?
Vieira and Palm Bay.
Ooh. And are you broadcasting outside for the game?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, you're going to have some fun. Bring the gloves. Get your big coat on.
Yep.
You'll be all right.
Yep.
And the wind's going to be spinning, so who knows where the baseball is going to end up. It'll be a good time for you. Well, but it appears no one works today. Everyone is having a great time. In case you don't see, I'm going to bring props to the table. I've been eating my corned beef and cabbage most of the day. It's a good time. I had a little Guinness, but that's another story. And I'm ready to talk football with you. So are you ready, buddy?
Yeah, I'm 57. If I ate corned beef and cabbage today, it wouldn't be good. Go ahead.
It would not be good. All right. Well, I was at a St. Patrick's Day celebration, which is continuing into this evening. It appears the everything must go sale there in South Florida continues. Here's what the Miami Dolphins did today, which I like. They traded wide receiver Jalen Waddle. All right, here is the trade. Adam Schefter reports at ESPN.com. They'll receive Waddle, the Broncos, and a 4th-round pick, 111 overall. The Broncos are sending the Dolphins the 30th pick in round 1, as well a 3rd and 4th round pick to Miami, 94 and 130. You know what? I got a 1st round pick for Jalen Waddle. I love it. I know it's the 30th pick overall. If you're going to go fire sale and completely start over, and Jalen Waddle is not a Pro Bowl level wide receiver. He's not been. Dude, I love this trade for the Dolphins. You got 3 picks from him. 3. My Bears only got a 2nd round pick for, what is it? I'm sorry, it's been one of those days. I apologize, DJ Moore. I like this trade for the Dolphins. What about you, Alan?
Yeah. I mean, you get a first round pick for Jalen Waddle. Yeah, you've done some good. You have fleeced George Patton, the general manager for the Denver Broncos. That is unquestionable to me. But I will say this. I'm going to say the same thing I said last week when we were talking about Max Crosby, right? There's nobody the Denver Broncos are going to select at that 30th spot there, okay, that they're going to get that's going to be as good as Jalen Waddle or can make the impact that Waddle can this year. Look, the Broncos are all in now. That's what this trade tells the Broncos fans. That's what this trade tells the rest of the NFL, that the Denver Broncos are all in now. But here go the Miami Dolphins again, right? Once again, stockpiling draft picks for players. Obviously, Chris Greer is gone, so they don't have the same general manager, right? We've seen this before with Miami, okay? I mean, recently we've seen this before. Let's see what happens. Let's see what they do with this because they've completely botched it remember, there was one time when Miami, I think, had 4 first-round draft picks in 2 years, right? They had 2 one year, 2 the next. They had, I can't remember how many picks they had in the top 100, but it was the most in the league by far, and the Dolphins absolutely screwed it up. So let's see what happens this time, and let's see what the Dolphins do with this. But I do like the trade for the Dolphins. I like the trade for the Broncos. My only issue for the Broncos is I've seen Bo Nix play. I'm not impressed with him. I still don't think Bo Nix is their quarterback for the future.
If Bo Nix started that AFC title game, did they at least beat the Patriots and get to the Super Bowl?
Yes.
But
the outcome in the Super Bowl was not any different.
No, I don't think so either. And I don't think Denver's going to be the 1 seed with home field advantage again. But they feel like, hey, we're putting all our chips in with Jalen Waddle.
And listen, I certainly feel like Sean Payton would have coached that AFC Championship game differently than he did, because when you look back on that AFC Championship game, and you and I discussed this, we didn't feel like, I don't even remember who the hell the backup quarterback was in that game. But when you look back on that game, it was Sean Payton that cost his team the chance to win that AFC Championship game. So for me to sit here and say, if Bo Nix plays, do they win? Yes, but maybe not necessarily because of Bo Nix. Maybe Payton coaches that game differently.
Remember, afterwards, he fired all of his coaches. He blamed everyone else.
He couldn't fire himself.
No, he couldn't. Dude, again, every fan base has this, where there's one playoff loss that's so inexcusable, you'll never get over it. You have it against that Chiefs team when you were in the AFC title game. I have my own. The Broncos, what did New England score in that game? 10 points? Barely? Like,
there was a possession in that game for New England, Mark, when it was 3rd down, and the play call was throw the ball out of bounds.
Yes.
For New England. That was the actual play call. Tony Romo brought it up. He said, that's the play call. That was the play call.
They feel like Jalen Waddle is the final piece to get them over the hump. And they gave up multiple picks, including a first-round pick in this year's draft, to do it. That's what they believe in.
Say what you will, but I think guys like Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos had their shot this year with guys like Mahomes and Jackson.
I agree.
Having bad years. I don't see the Denver Broncos back in the AFC Championship game next year.
I don't either. I think it's a complete fluke. They got that far. They should have gotten to the Super Bowl. I'm with you 100%. When I look at the Dolphins, okay, I know what you're talking about. Remember, they had the 3rd pick in the draft.
Yeah.
And then San Francisco called them up and said, we want Trey Lance. We'll give you multiple picks. So what did they do? I think they drafted Jalen Waddle, and then they got Bradley Chubb, and they get Tyreek Hill. And you know what they have to show for it? Nothing. You're right. You could stockpile all the picks you want. You have to go make picks now. You have to go do it.
You have to develop talent.
But hey, it's a new regime, new coach, new GM. Moving forward, you got multiple first-round picks now. You got rid of Tua. We talked about it last week. I don't know if I like Malik Willis, but at least you didn't give him $100 million to be your quarterback, showing what he played in 6 games in the NFL. It's still going to be wait and see. I still think that they're going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL this fall. I think.
Oh, they're in the arch. They're in the arch. Tank for arch.
What's so funny about you is last week at this time, we were talking about Max Crosby to your Ravens, and you were like jumping for joy. You were so excited. We finally have a pass rusher. And what I did was, this is the best part. So after the show, I clipped like a 45-second clip of just you, and I highlighted it. Just you. This is great. This is awesome. And then all of a sudden, I start getting the messages that night. It was Tuesday night. Oh, yeah, by the way, they're saying no. No, we don't want him. What happened?
My boy Cody Queen put up a meme of a guy sitting at a chair with a gun in his hand, right? You know, I listen, the guy's had 8 surgeries in 7 years. The Ravens got cold feet and saw something when they got him to Baltimore in a physical that they didn't like. And they backed out on the trade. It's not the first time the Ravens have done this now. You know, this is like the 3rd or 4th time they've done this. But I'll say this. I don't believe that the Ravens got cold feet on Max Crosby because they knew they could get Trey Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson was under the impression and was told by the Ravens that he was going to be signing with Max Crosby. So the Ravens' plan was to have Max Crosby and Trey Hendrickson on the team together. That was the plan. And the Ravens just saw something in the physical or then said, hey, you know what? We don't need them both. You know, we're going to get Hendrickson for cheaper. Let's just, 8 surgeries in 7 years. Yeah, let's not do this. Bottom line is they didn't do it, and it was well within their right to do it. Was it right? Probably not.
Were you upset that they didn't get Max Crosby in the end?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see Max Crosby as a Baltimore Raven, but in the end, Mark, when you look at this guy with a torn meniscus, 8 surgeries in 7 years, the amount of money that they would have to pay him next year. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed that Max Crosby's not a Raven, and I think most Ravens fans are. How can you not want a guy like Max Crosby on your football team? I did. I thought we had him. We don't. We got a great pass rusher in Trey Hendrickson, but he's not the run stuffer that Crosby is, okay? But we did solve a problem with Hendrickson. It would have been nice to have them both. I mean, I don't think, it's L.A. or bust for the Ravens if they have them both, right? So.
Will the Raiders ever call you ever again for anything? I say no.
I don't know. Probably not. But let me say this. I don't think the Raiders were exactly forthcoming in all of this either.
No, I agree with you. I think they tried to get those 2 first picks from you, and they almost pulled it off.
And I don't think the Ravens were honest in this, and I don't think the Raiders were honest in this. And I think that both things can be true. There's a sports announcer in Baltimore who used to be a really good friend of mine who is now just going totally off the rails, who seems to think that this is an integrity issue. No, this is business in the NFL. This is the way it's done. This is a cutthroat business, Mark. One team does not care anything for the other. They are your friend when they're on the phone trying to negotiate a deal. When it comes to injuries, they are going to tell you as little as possible about the player they are trying to trade you. It is up to you as a franchise and an organization to do your due diligence. The Ravens did that.
Nothing was signed. It's not real until you sign the contract. I personally, I've accepted jobs and then backed out of them. Didn't sign. So hey, I don't work for you. I don't work for you until I sign the contract.
Hey, I was an hour away from getting a complete what is it called when you get your back completely redone? I can't remember what it's called.
So you had back surgery.
It was a major back surgery. I was an hour away from getting done, and the lady went up to get all the final paperwork, and I got dressed and got the hell out of there. So yes, you're right. You're 100% right.
Remember, because it was on a Monday before the new league was going to start, the new year. Nothing could actually get signed till Wednesday. So Tuesday night, they're like, nah, forget it. Yeah. We're out. Here, all right, I told this to my brother. I'm going to say it to you and everyone watching. Crosby's still going to get traded because the Raiders.
I don't think so, Mark.
Well, they signed all those free agents. Then they also have to sign people in their draft class. They're not going to have any money left.
I don't think so, Mark. I think Max Crosby, and here's the other thing. If you watched Max Crosby's 12-minute video departure, did you watch that video?
No, I did not.
He did a 12-minute video when the trade was done, right? About coming to the Ravens and leaving the Raiders. And, I watched that video and I was like, this guy doesn't want to leave. When you watch that video, you really get the impression he didn't want to leave. Once it actually, it's like, be careful what you ask for because you might actually get it. He may have wanted to be traded, and then once it happened, and he got to Baltimore, and the realization hit him, I don't think he wanted to be there.
All right, let's say you're another team. You don't have to give up 2 first-round picks now. If you're one of these other teams, hey, it's the joke. Dolphins got a first, a third, and a fourth today for Jalen Waddle. Could they call up the Raiders and say, all right, we'll take him now?
Well, the Raiders aren't going to get 2 first-round picks for Max Crosby.
No.
They're just not.
No.
They're just not. Because there's obviously something wrong there that the Ravens saw. The Ravens aren't going to disclose that information to any other NFL team. So, I don't know, Mark. If, he was rumored to have gone to the Bears, would you give up a first, a third, and a fourth for Max Crosby with where your Bears are right now?
I 2 picks. I'd go first round and then one of the late round picks, and you got a deal.
Would you do your first round pick this year?
Yes. If I'm only giving up a first round pick, look, on the table was 2 first round picks. I thought that was too much. Only one, no problem. If I get him, he's ready to go, and he's giving me 15 sacks this year, no problem then.
I think he plays the 26th season in Las Vegas. I really do.
I think he gets traded. That's why we play this game. That's why it's going to be fun. And I feel bad for anyone who has to be a Vegas Raider fan. All right. That's I don't know if you saw these memes. They show Crosby when he was a rookie, when he got drafted, clean cut, no tattoos. Then the Raider effect hits you. Man, he would have looked so
now
great.
It's tattoos, big blunts and Shabuzi at the house celebrating.
He would have looked so good in that Ravens jersey.
Dude, I agree, man. I mean, look, did you see the thing I put up on my Facebook page about his Ravens career highlights? There was this thing, it said Ravens legend, March 6th through 8th. And then his highlight was his Instagram picture of the stadium.
It was like when Dylan Gabriel, remember he left UCF football. He goes signs with UCLA. He's there for a day. Then he's like, nope, I'm out of here. I'm going to Oklahoma.
Yeah,
and that's
see ya.
So the joke is, wait till Fernando Mendoza gets there, where he's all squeaky clean, looking nice. Give him 2 years on the Raiders. He'll have tattoos.
Fernando's from Miami, though.
He needs the mustache.
Right.
He's going to get the tattoos.
Right.
It's going to happen. Oh, man. All right. Can you tell the story real quick? The people have to hear this. You're very excited for the new baseball season. You have a baseball shirt on right now. You're watching the World Baseball Classic. Did you go to GameStop trying to upgrade your baseball game? What happened, buddy? I got to hear.
So yesterday, in the midst of all of these severe thunderstorms, I pack up MLB The Show 24, put it in the case, get in the car, drive down to GameStop. Get to GameStop.
Uh-huh.
And I said, because I got the bad hip. And I said, before I walk in the door and make a complete idiot out of myself, let me just call and see if they got it. But mind you, I'm sitting out front of GameStop. Because, I put a little money aside for this. I want this game. I want MLB The Show 26, right? Spring breaks next week. Anyway, I call, and I can hear the guy on the computer typing, right? Mm. And he's like kind of silent. And I'm like, uh-oh. He says, sir, this game's not out yet. And I said, what are you talking about? It's supposed to be released on the 17th. And he said, yeah, exactly. Today's the 16th. And so, yes.
I wish someone filmed this where you're in the parking lot. Okay. It would have been better if you would have gone in.
You know what my response? You know what my response was?
What?
Oh, yeah, I don't see a lot of people wearing green.
It's so dumb. I like also the idea you're going to trade in the game from 2 years ago, expecting to get anything from them.
That's what were you gonna... If it's $5, I'll take it.
So did you get the game today? Did you buy?
I, as soon as I'm done with you, I'm getting dressed. I'm leaving. I got to go to Palm Bay for the baseball game. I'll make the stop beforehand.
You're going to go, and you're excited. So you're going to put the game on your PS5. You're going to do Dynasty mode with your Baltimore O's, and that's what's going to happen.
Play the World Baseball Classic first.
Have you enjoyed this?
I love this. Are you kidding me? I have loved it. Listen, I think it's a little extreme when I hear Aaron Judge say it's better than the World Series. Yeah, Aaron, because based off of your performance in the World Series, it might be, right? Yeah, I mean, yeah, because pitchers always are put on 60 pitch limits in the in the World Series, but nonetheless, to be able to watch this event in March is fantastic, and I've enjoyed every moment of this. I really, truly have. Even the blowouts, I enjoy watching.
When I think of that game Sunday night, you and me were texting back and forth watching it. I know a lot of people were watching it as well. The energy in that building in Miami, where Dominican Republic had that amazing lineup, their fans took over that stadium. And you've been around a lot of different great sporting events in person, Alan. I mean, look, you've been to the Super Bowl even.
Uh-huh.
There was this energy in the building where they were ready to erupt and celebrate and puff their chest. They thought the championship was being won that evening, even though it was a semifinal match. And the fact that the American pitching staff shut them down and took away their moment, that was amazing theater. They were ready to win and to shove it right in America's face, and it didn't happen. What did you think of that performance by Team USA?
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. I mean, I question, Albert. I thought Albert Pujols really showed he's not ready to be a big league manager yet.
I agree.
In that game, I mean, Pujols has got some things he needs to learn. I certainly thought the Dominican Republic, I thought they should have won the game.
They were the better team.
Honestly, I thought they were the better team, and I thought they squandered the better opportunities in that game. But look, have no fear. The American League East is here. Gunnar Henderson in a red sock, let's go.
Paul Skeens was incredible in that game. When you think about the lineup he had to take on in that game, and he lasted about 5 innings and only gave up one solo shot home run. That was phenomenal. He is the pound for pound. I don't think there's any debate. He is the best pitcher in baseball. I'm not kidding. He is the man. The payday he's going to get when he leaves the Pittsburgh Pirates is going to be just astronomical how much money he's going to make. He's the man.
Paul Skeens is my hero.
Oh, really? Huh? He's your hero?
Oh yeah.
All right. So he's 6'4", 250, LSU national champion. He dates your girlfriend, Lily Dunn.
Bingo.
And then he's gonna get. You're so fun. Okay. He's gonna get as a pitcher, like that Scoble, is that his name on Detroit? Like he wants
Scoble.
Yeah, he wants $400 million. What's Skeen's gonna get? $500 million with a deal?
Yep.
Like, dude, and that pitching.
I think the thing that you learn year in and year out in the World Series is pitching wins championships. And if you got it, you're gonna win it. And I think Skeens is. Now, I will say this about Paul Skeens. I'm only joking about him being my hero.
There's truth in every joke.
There are many parts of his life I admire. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll just leave it at that. But I think, Mark, if Skeens throws, the thing that scares me with Skeens is he going to miss that 18-month with a Tommy John? As hard as he throws, as much torque as he puts on that elbow, he's not had this injury yet. He's not had any injuries hardly yet.
It's a great
point. Does this happen with this guy? It happens with every other pitcher like him. Why hasn't it happened to him?
And look, I hope it doesn't happen.
I hope it doesn't either, but it's still in the forethought of he's still going to get his money, but I think you have to be resigned to the fact that there'll be an 18-month gap somewhere in his career.
Dude, he reminds me, like, the filthiest stuff I ever saw was Kerry Wood on the Cubs. Like, just phenomenal. Just mowing people down.
Kerry Wood was a great pitcher. I'll never forget his 20 strikeout performance. Watched it on WGN. Just happened to turn the game on, and there it was.
He could not sustain it, what you're saying. And look, it's a valid point you're bringing up. If you're going to give him that gigantic contract, do you feel like his body is going to hold up for 10 straight years? That's a great question. But I will say this. I have to see more runs from the United States, because I could see Venezuela winning the title on tonight.
Oh, I absolutely can see Venezuela winning the championship. No question about it. The United States not doing well with runners in scoring position. They needed 2 solo home runs to win that game, and they're lucky it stood up.
I kind of wanted Italy would be a rematch for the Americans, but no, this is going to be a great game tonight. It is.
I definitely wanted the Italians.
Yeah, I know you want the revenge. All right.
Yeah, I did.
And then someone would have to tell DeRosa that this is for the title in case he doesn't know how this works.
I mean, what a knucklehead.
All right. Before I let you go, buddy, and I appreciate coming on. All right. So do you just have baseball and softball for the rest of the week? Then it's spring break. What's going on?
It's NCAA tournament. Baseball, softball, NCAA tournament. That's all. Listen, please get in, play my NCAA tournament game. Let's get a lot of people playing. Let's have some fun.
Okay. All right. I will fill out my bracket and I will beat you. This is very key. And when I win, I will send you the I'm trying to say without laughing. I'm going to send you the Max Crosby Baltimore Ravens jerseys. They probably made.
Who's
you
your
need one.
Who's your final 4?
I haven't really like I want Gators, Duke, Zona, and then I see Michigan getting eliminated, and I will take. Who do I like from that? I'm going to take Virginia to be a homer. That's what I'm taking. Who are your final 4s?
I like, I don't know. I mean, the Gators are I like Houston coming out of that bracket. So I'll go Houston. I'll go Michigan State. Give me Arizona. And I think Michigan comes out of there.
All right. Alan Zlotorzynski, what time's your first pitch tonight for the game?
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock in the freezing cold. We'll see you then.
Alan Zlotorzynski, thanks for your help. Have a great day. All right, buddy.
Appreciate you, man.